I don't understand, man, but apparently, like, the Yankees just hate this guy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm your host, Nicholas Blaylock.
And I'm your host, Adam Peddle. And today, guys, in this one, we're going to talk about the players who will get traded this offseason. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell button to stay up to date with everything Blue Jays and everything free agency this offseason.
And before we get into it even more, comment down below your number one guy who's getting shipped this offseason before we get into it. Pause the video right now. I want to know.
All right, guys. Well, our guys, in no particular order, really. We don't have a number one or anything, but first one on my list that I thought of, honestly, was Byron Buxton.
Me too.
Because this dude, I mean, he's been trying to get signed back by Minnesota. He turned down an $80 million extension, and he's only got 1 year left. It's 2022. He's getting paid $7.5 million. So if he stays healthy, which he never does, and he gets traded to a contending ball club, that's going to be a juicy return.
Yeah, the one thing with him, like you said, is the health, guys. He's been one of the best players in baseball over the last 3 years. However, it's been inconsistent just because he hasn't been on the field the whole time. But the upside with Byron Buxton is real. And if you do trade for him, he's only 27 years old. So you'd be able to get him potentially on a nice extension after that. And that's probably what somebody might want to do if they need a solid outfielder.
Absolutely. And the next one on this list is Ketel Marte. Now, this guy is amazing. He could play outfield. He could play second base.
So good,
this guy's been amazing. I mean, in the last 3 years, he's had a 917 OPS.
Wow.
Now, he's in a crap team in Arizona Diamondbacks.
It's really bad.
So you probably think they're going to trade him because they've got to soak any value they have out of this dude.
And you know what? The thing is, too, guys, his deal is so lovely. He's got 3 years remaining. He's 28 years old right now, so it's like he's just getting to his prime. So yes, they could potentially wait on moving him, but I don't think his value is going to be higher than it is right now. Like, there will never be a moment that you will get more value for him. So I think that the Arizona Diamondbacks, they need to be in conversations, and I definitely think they will be. And I already know that Blue Jays fans have been rumoring the Blue Jays going after Ketel Marte. He'd be so perfect for the squad.
Perfect. Nice utility guy and a great player as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
Another guy on this list on another not-so-good team who's kind of confusing me with their offseason moves last year, and that's Whit Merrifield on the Kansas City Royals. This dude is pretty solid. I mean, he's slowly kind of regressing just a little bit. 762 OPS in his last 3 seasons, but he's good. Good utility guy, kind of like Marte. Play over the diamond, very veteran guy, and on a somewhat good deal.
Well, you know what's really special about Whit Merrifield? He had a 711 OPS last year, guys. But at the age of 32, he scored 97 runs, and he stole 40 bags.
Huge.
Yeah, literally
Huge.
40 bases at 32 years old. Like, this is a guy who you want at the top of your lineup, and he just gets production. So even though his bat was below average last year, the production was still there. The deal's nice. He's a veteran presence. If I'm the Kansas City Royals, I would want to ship him out of there, get me some nice juicy prospects.
Yeah, this guy's got $2.9 million this year and then $6.7 club option next year.
That's exceptional.
That's amazing.
And you know what? Talking about, again, the Toronto Blue Jays, how about somebody like a Whit Merrifield chilling at second base?
Perfect.
Chilling over there. That'd be so
perfect.
good.
It's not the home run pop like Marcus Semien, but that guy's going to do something on the bases to help your team
40
win.
stolen bags. Exceptional.
Great leadoff guy. Another guy on this list that, conveniently, all these guys have kind of been tied around the Toronto Blue Jays. This one is Jose Ramirez on the Cleveland Guardians. I mean, this guy is young. This guy's always an all-star. This guy is sometimes in MVP conversations.
Yes.
877 OPS in the last 3 years, and again on another nice deal.
Yeah, man. He's actually, like, I was looking at those numbers, and he is just literally one of the best players in baseball. Like, overall, like, everything. There's not a single hole in his game. Production is exceptional. Pop, like stolen bases, runs, RBIs, good batting average, good on base, good slugging, good everything, man. Like, Jose Ramirez is everything that you want in a baseball player. He's 29 years old, friends, and he does have 2 juicy years left. If I'm the Cleveland Guardians, you don't have to trade him right now, But once again, it's one of those scenarios. His value will never be higher than it is right now.
And that's the thing, you got to make the decision, because I've heard comments from Cleveland Guardians fans saying we want to keep him, we want to build the team around him, and I totally get that. But yeah, according to baseballtradevalues.com, 73.7 trade value. That's the highest on this list. And if you want to get a nice juicy prospect out of that, you trade Jose Ramirez.
Multiple juicy prospects.
Multiple.
That's either that's like a Wander Franco as prospect, or like multiple juicy prospects. So trade him now.
And the longer he waits, the lower his value gets. So trade him now. Absolutely.
Agreed.
The next one on this list, guys, who we just got rumors of today on Monday, Luis Castillo on the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds are now open up to trade talks. And this is because, I mean, they're going to lose Castellanos. They underperformed just a little bit near the end last year. And, I mean, this guy's coming to the end of his deal. And if I'm another team, this guy reminds me a lot of a Jose Barrios situation.
Yes.
And you want to cash in on that value, kind of like Blue Jays did.
I completely agree, dude. And these Cincinnati Reds, they've been clinging on to something for a little while that I feel like just isn't fully there. I'm sorry, Reds fans, correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but it feels like the whole playoff team, it's not fully working right now, and you need some other stuff. You have some good players. Winker's still amazing, but I mean, you're losing Castellanos, and Luis Castillo's still one of those situations where his value might not be higher than it is right now.
Yeah.
Having 2 years left, having the potential to be a superstar in this league. He did regress a little bit last season, but I personally do not think that that will continue. I think he's due for a big bounce back in 2022.
Yeah, definitely. It was just under a 4 ERA, and talking about trade values, 68.3 according to that website, and that's second highest on this list. So you're gonna want to get this guy while he's young and hot.
Totally, dude.
And the last guy on this list is Luke Voit from the New York Yankees. And I didn't even want to put this guy on this list, but the Yankees insist on it.
Yeah.
They just insist that they got to get rid of him. They got to get rid of the former home run leader 2 years ago.
I don't get it, dude. He's got an 867 career OPS. He has an 867 career OPS.
And 3 more years left.
And three more years left of cheaperston. I don't understand, man, but apparently, like, the Yankees just hate this guy. Like, Aaron Boone refuses to play him, and I can only imagine, like, Luke Voit sitting on there, like, his bat is red hot, like, full of home run juice.
Yeah.
And he's like, why on earth am I not on this freaking field right now? So I bet he's frustrated. Aaron Boone's probably frustrated for God knows what reason. But I do expect the Yankees to ship this guy off, because a lot of Yankee fans are saying that they want to be in on one of the big first basemen in this free agency. Which, again, I don't understand, because you have Luke Voit, but that's what they're saying, so it's out there, and his name's going to be thrown around, and it's all stupidity, but if he wants to come to the Blue Jays, we will happily accept you onto our squad.
I mean, you'd have to be a permanent DH, because Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is the man. Is the man.
True.
Yeah, but they might want to get Freddie Freeman and Anthony Rizzo, and I'm like, okay, I guess.
Great, but, hello, Luke Voit, very good player.
I don't understand.
I don't get it either, guys.
But guys, that is our MLB players that will probably get traded this offseason. If not, maybe they get traded at the deadline coming in 2022.
Yeah.
But let us know in the comments down below if we chose any of the guys that you said in the comments earlier. And let us know who do you think is getting shipped off and maybe where to.
Totally, guys. You can also check us out on Spotify, Breaker, Anchor, Radio Public, and Google Podcasts. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, today, Jay's other code for Monkey Knife Fight and for Manscaped, both of our sponsorships, and $3 a month to become a Patreon. Call into the show on our Wine Unwind, where guess what? We drink wine. Shout out and thank you to all of these beautiful, wonderful individuals who are current patrons right now. We appreciate you.
And guys, thank you so much for watching.
Go Jays, go!